Okay. Say cheese, everyone. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, by raise of hands, how many of you ridden a horse? Pretty much everybody. Now, did you ever notice the way you rode the horse? Is there actually a specific way to sit in the saddle, or is it just getting on and going for it? Today you're going to discover how to learn to ride a horse properly. I have understood that when riding a horse properly, we will keep our balance and get our focus going, and it will turn out great. Okay, a horse must be properly saddled to keep the rider and the horse safe. In order to do this, we must first tie the horse up and brush off their back and stomach to remove sharp objects such as thorns. We don't want anything under the saddle, otherwise that's going to poke the horse and then probably injure it and injure you as well. And we also brush to keep the saddle blanket clean. According to Whitaker, there are 4 different types of Western saddles. This is a Western saddle, just a regular one. The main parts are the horn, the seat, the cantle, the tether, and the stirrup. The main parts of the bridle are the ear slot, the cheek piece, the throat latch, and the bit. When saddling up the horse, the saddle needs to sit near the withers, so not directly on. And you're supposed to reach under the horse and grab the girth to tighten the saddle on. For the bridle, you need to wedge the horse's mouth open and place the bit inside, and then carefully place the brow band over. Now that I have talked about how to saddle up a horse, it's time to talk about how to sit in the saddle. So, according to the Kingfisher's Encyclopedia 2004 edition, the history of mounting on the left side was due to soldiers carrying their swords on the left. Once both feet are in the stirrups, the rider needs to sit up straight. In Western riding, the legs are nearly straight compared to English, where it's more bent. When dismounting, it's just a reverse mount, and you're still getting off on the left side. Your posture is important when the horse isn't moving. The keystone to all different speeds the horse moves is sitting up straight. When walking and trotting a horse, you need to sit up straight. You can relax during walking, but in trotting, you need to do a sit stand. Just like this woman is doing, she's standing as the horse trots. In Hughes's Western riding book, the English writers call this a bouncing gait, because 2 hooves hit the ground at the same time. During cantering, which is in between a trot and a gallop, the rider needs to be firmly seated in the saddle. Galloping requires a half seat. Ransford explains to lean forward and put weight in your feet and knees and rise out of the saddle. The rider needs to move with the horse in order to maintain balance. I have a couple personal experiences with keeping my balance while riding a few years ago. I was over at someone's house and they had the horse lunging in a circle, and because I wasn't moving with the horse, I almost fell off, and that was very scary. And then once we stopped lunging, the horse was disobeying my command, so he slapped the rump of the horse. She took off, and I still wasn't paying attention to my balance, fell off and sprained my wrist. So now let's review what we've learned. A horse must be groomed before the saddle is strapped onto the back. We mount on the left side and sit up tall. Using proper riding stances will help keep the rider in the saddle. Riding a horse isn't challenging. If you receive the knowledge of horse etiquette, you can properly ride a horse. You'll be able to overcome faults and will not be worried about falling off.